Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are checking out the Arye RCC-1, a project that's been in development for a long time, that I've been following since the very first prototype. And this mouse aims to bring something new to the scene with a very unique shape. It definitely resembles the original Logitech G303, G305, but it's not a clone of either. I have never been a big fan of these egg-shaped mice, but I also wasn't into this hobby this many years ago, so I cannot provide a direct comparison. Before we start, I would like to thank my friends over at Max Gaming for sending me this unit for content. You will find this mouse on their website, which will be linked in my description, along with the official website. While they are based in the EU, they offer worldwide shipping, so you might find something interesting even if you're not a local. As usual, although having received the RCC free of charge, everything you will hear in this video is entirely my own thoughts and opinions. This is going to be an interesting release, especially if you're into aggressive claw or fingertip shapes. Now let's dive into it and find out if this very peculiar shape could be your endgame or not. First off, the unboxing experience was unbelievable. The packaging is awesome, it's very clean, well designed, full of thoughtful extras. Inside the box, we're gonna get this fully metal card, which is also very thick, feels extremely premium, and reports the number of your Arye edition unit. And right underneath, we would find the mouse with its dongle right here. And once we have removed that as well, we can pull this little box aside where we will find our cable. Inside the box with the card, we will also be able to find a microfiber cloth, some dot skates, some corner skates, instruction manuals, and stickers. In the box, we will also find full-size skates that I cannot show you at the moment because I have replaced them, but keep in mind that you are also getting full-size skates. This is what the dongle looks like on this Arye edition. As you can see, it's just a flat gray dongle with a LED indicator right here in the bottom right corner and the specs written on the bottom. I think it looks clean. I really like how they designed this. Let me show you guys how it looks like with the LED. There you go. That's just it. Pretty cool. Now, the mouse actually weighs around 48 to 50 grams, depending on which skates you're using, so it's lightweight but not ultra thin or fragile. The shell feels incredibly solid. There is zero flex when you squeeze it, no rattle, no hollowness. It's just a firm, extremely premium build. Buttons feel nice with no side wobble, and everything feels very tight and consistent. It's honestly one of the more solid mice I've tested recently, and holding it truly is an experience. Like, it feels so premium that it's hard for me to describe really. It's very new for me. This mouse has been in the works for over 2 years. It started as a forged carbon fiber project, but that didn't meet expectations, so they scrapped it and started over with a carbon reinforced composite shell. It's more solid and feels much more premium than normal plastic. And the dedication behind this redesign really shows. As said before, I had been following this brand for a very long time, and I was sad to see the first FCC1 go, but they never gave up and came back with the project on the RCC1. Now, let's talk about the most important part, the shape. This is what makes the RCC so unique. It's inspired by the old G303 and G305, but it's not a clone of either, as I said before. From the bottom, it has that diamond-like geometry, like all the egg-shaped mice. We have tapered sides, a narrow front, and a very rounded, more supportive hump towards the back. Unlike most mice that flare out towards the front, this one gets narrower, kinda like an OP18K, but even narrower, creating a really distinct hand feel. The button height is quite low, which adds comfort and control. And for claw grip users, it's really favorable. For reference, my hands are 19 by 10 centimeters, and I can easily do an aggressive or relaxed claw grip. It would also work for fingertip users as long as you're okay with the taper sides, but if you're a palm gripper, this mouse is just not for you, so it's just not made with you in mind. I'm sorry. The main clicks use Omron optical switches and they feel great. You all know, if you've watched my previous videos, how much I love Omron opticals. They're very tactile, crisp, and consistent. There's no mushiness, and I've had no double clicks. The side buttons are very light and snappy, perfectly placed, very easy to hit mid-game. The scroll wheel is CNC aluminum, which looks cool, but the steps aren't very clear, and I wish they were more tactile in a way. You also need quite a bit of force to click it, which isn't ideal with the light steps. I'm just not a fan of the scroll wheel on this mouse. It might be an issue on my unit, but I don't think so. Performance-wise, the mouse runs exactly as expected for a top-tier wireless unit in 2025. Battery life is around 2 to 3 weeks at 1K polling, at around 2 weeks, maybe slightly less at 2K polling rate. The software is very simple, responsive, actually looks good with no weird bloat. You can change DPI stages, adjust polling rate, modify lift-off distance, enable motion sync, tweak debounce time, and you can even update the firmware very easily. There is also the new 20K FPS scanning boost mode, which is more of a marketing gimmick, but there has been some discussion about it recently. I personally always keep it on, but you should experiment yourself and see if you can actually feel any changes. So, overall, should you be buying the Arye RCC-1? If you are someone that runs mostly claw grip or fingertip grip, then you could give it a try. It's not trying to be a mouse for everyone. It is a specialized shape built for users who want to try something actually different that feels like nothing else before. It's also very refreshing to finally see a mouse that isn't just another clone of an existing shape or an updated version. If you want something unique, something that feels handcrafted and really cared for and genuinely new, the RCC-1 might just be your next favorite mouse. Thank you guys a lot for watching. If you enjoyed this review or found it helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It really helps me a lot with making more content. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one.